Let's make it a good one.
Hello, cruel world. This is Ace Vaughn Johnson from Faster Pussycat and LA Guns. Just letting you know you're listening to the Gary Brugman podcast. Rock and roll.
Yo, it's your man's Big Daddy Ruffneck. You're tuned into the Gary Brugman podcast. Prepare to be entertained.
Hello, America. Hello, Texas. Welcome back to another episode of the Gary Brugman podcast. This is episode 99. 99. I can't believe we almost had 100 of these things, man. It's crazy. I got Angry Kev here with me today. Big Daddy Ruffneck is in the house. Check him out. There he goes. We're going to be bouncing off all kinds of guardrails, so hold on to something tight. Let's go. What is happening, gentlemen? Got nothing. You got nothing, teacher. There you go. Yeah, I fucked that intro all up, didn't I?
I got you. Even though it was muted, I got you.
A badly animated man.
There you go. Welcome, my brothers, to episode 99, man. Episode 9, TJ, 99. You remember when I did episode 1?
Yeah, I know. When you were whispering into your phone?
Yeah, dude, I was sitting at the kitchen table at my Airbnb that I was living at, and I had my freaking phone, and I'm like, this is Gary Brugman, and this is my story. And dude, I listen to those episodes now, and it's freaking crazy, man, because I'm like, man, it was so different, brother, so different.
Yeah, it's like watching old Happy Days.
Yeah, exactly.
How things have changed.
Right? I was Fonzie jumped the shark.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we've done that a few times too, bro. We've done that a few times too. So we got quite a bit to talk about today. Man, I got to tell y'all something. This working for a living is some hoe shit, bro. This working for a living is some total hoe shit, man. I'm freaking tired.
Oh, you back on the grind?
Oh my God, dude. I've been working since last Tuesday. Right. And like Wednesday, I was telling my boss lady, I was like, I'm exhausted. She's like, you haven't done anything. I said, are you kidding me? I've been here for 2 days. I'm freaking exhausted.
2 days.
And I literally hadn't done. I'm like, this is killing me. I don't know if I can keep on doing this.
He's like, I've only fired somebody already.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Dude.
I would have a huge problem if I had to come out of retirement.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's over 2 years. I mean, I've done a bit of real estate and stuff like that, but I've done it, on my own time. And right. I honestly think, bro, that God provided me the ability to not have to work for the past 2 years so that I can heal and I can take care of my mom and enjoy her for the last 2 years. You know?
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole reason he provided everything I had,
For reals.
Yeah. And that's it. And I got to spend my last few years just hanging out with my mom and doing things. And, now back to work, bro. Back to work.
I'm happy to say that I was able to meet Hurricane Lydia.
Yep. Both of y'all.
I'm proud to say that.
Yep.
Big time.
Dude,
she basically lived at Kevin's house.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, kind of. She thought we were at her house, but yeah, we were at mine.
Dude, you got to tell the Poppy story. That's my favorite story, man. You got to tell.
That one is so funny because it was like like I said, I was coming out of my friggin' room in the morning, and we left the door open, which is kind of like you can see at an angle into the room where she's at. And
hold on. So before you go on, I was out of town, and Kevin and his wife used to take care of my mom while I was out of town. So she was at their house. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so she's at our house. She's in the spare bedroom, and she was really thin by then too. So it looked like literally like there was just a head on the pillow, like in the room. And I was doing something like getting coffee or something together, or something like that. And she's like, "Is that you, Poppy?" And I'm like, "No, Poppy." No, Poppy. I was almost like the fact that I heard a voice that caught me off guard. I kind of like jumped over that way, and I was like, "Don't call me that."
Oh yeah, Lydia's staying here.
I'm not awake yet. In my mind, I was like, I don't even know if I had my shirt on or anything like that. I was like,
he didn't even have his gun on.
Yeah. Right? I was like, wait, what's going on?
And she was funny, man. Whenever she talked to TJ, she goes, "When you coming to visit? Okay, see you soon." And she do the fingers, remember? Okay, see you soon. Yeah. Dude, that was great. Bro, so I've been hauling some jet fuel to Fort Hood, from Nixon, Texas.
You got that jet fuel, yo?
Yeah, jet fuel,
like-
bro.
You got that jet fuel?
Yeah,
Yo,
it's a rolling bomb,
I like
bro.
that high octane shit, yo. What?
Dude, let me tell you that.
I got that
Nice greeny and purple or what?
No, it's clear, bro. Crystal clear. It's
Crystal
clearer
clear.
than water, bro.
Oof.
It's clear though. They take samples and they put it in a bottle, and this you just look at it. I looked at the guy. I was like, hey, man, but not for nothing.
What can we sell it for a gallon? What does it go for a gallon?
I have no idea, bro. But I know one thing for sure is that will make a hell of a Molotov cocktail in Ukraine right now.
You blow yourself up.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Pre-ejaculate.
Hold on. Let me light the rag on fire. Boom. You're covered in liquid and fire.
Not for nothing, but you can blow yourself up with anything. You know, it doesn't have to be jet fuel, but it would totally fuck up a tank. That'd be badass. Or a couple of fucked up Russians.
I saw a dude at a tire shop go to change a tire, and it blew because it had that spray, whatever spray,
ether,
the
the
foam
starting
they
fluid.
people were putting in it.
Oh yeah,
no.
yeah.
Fix the flat crap.
Fix
Fix the flat stuff, right? When it first came out, blew this guy out of the shop, bro. Did not know what happened. Thought somebody shot a cannonball into the place.
Nice.
Crazy.
Nice. Dude, so I got this dedication that I'm gonna make. All right. And this is for my soldiers at the gate at Fort Hood, bro. I mean, these guys were freaking awesome, man. I want to dedicate it to Sergeant Argo, Sergeant Smith, and the other two cats. I'm sorry, I can't remember. You know, freaking Hawaiian-looking guy and freaking the staff sergeant. Can't remember your names. Sorry, it's been crazy.
Hawaiian-looking guy.
Pacific Islanders, the proper.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Mr. Brugman. Mr. Brugman.
Hey, you know, it's a mediocre show. What can I tell you? But yeah, man, those guys have been great. I've been going there for 3 days in a row, and every time I roll up, I honk the horn. They're like, "Yo, what's up?" And I got a pass, and I don't have to wait in line anymore. It's really cool. And I also want to shout out.
Left you could throw at him.
I think I got one, but I'm gonna hook him up. I'll be going back there. But I also want to shout out my buddy Captain Casper. Okay, he's one of the MPs over there, and my Boricua from the Bronx, man, Chris at the fuel station. Thank you for everything,
Bronx.
Dude. He's from the Bronx. He's a Boricua, bro.
South Bronx.
I don't remember. I'll find out tomorrow because I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, we'll throw them out. And dude, it's been great, bro. But let me tell you, man, this working for a living is some hoe shit, bro. But guys,
you've been working for how long now?
7 days. 7 days.
You got 7 days in the bag.
Yes. Well, since last Tuesday, 7 days, man. Oh my God, I'm tired.
And that's some hoe shit.
That's some serious hoe shit, man.
He has to get up at a normal time and stuff, and got to be at place.
Oh no, it's an abnormal time.
I've been getting up at 2:45 in the morning, bro. I've been getting up.
That was when he was going to bed before.
Yes, that's when I go to bed, not when I get up. That's when I go to bed, not when I was
still drinking whiskey at that time.
Oh, speaking of
right, smoking cigars.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I mean that's my bedtime, not my get up time.
Got this much left on the cigar. Got this much left in the glass.
Gonna hit up some of that whistle pig, brother.
How do you like it?
How
do you like that?
I love this stuff. It's amazing.
Does it make you whistle?
No, it makes me a pig though.
I thought maybe it make your asshole whistle.
Dude, what's this passion you got with my asshole? Every time something happens, you got to talk about my fucking asshole. Exactly. Thank you.
The first time I referenced your ass.
No, it is not.
And your hole.
No, it is not.
You know, I'm not the guy out there signing ass cheeks. All right, pal. Whoa, pump the brakes.
All right. That didn't happen. There's no proof of that. All right.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
I can deny all day long. It didn't happen. There's no proof. So
see the picture on my Instagram, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up. Shut up.
I might have to scroll back a little bit.
Hey, there's a first time for everything. You know, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Fuck it.
What was that shit you told me the other day when you were about to go back to work? Remember, you were like, I remember I said you couldn't pay me to go back to Michigan. He's like, but they're gonna pay me to go back to Michigan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like, you fucker.
Man, fuck Michigan. I ain't going there. That you can pay me to go back there. Well, they're paying me, so I'm like, all right, I guess I could be paid to go back there. But
well, damn,
dude. So
that was easy.
So there's a lot of shit happening in the freaking world. I mean, this world is like woke and upside down, and freaking crazy, man. I mean, you know, and there's a girl. Her name's Amber Athey. I don't know if y'all know her, but hold on. Let me show her to you. Let me see if I can do this right.
Not familiar. Name's not hitting me off.
Bam! There we go. Right?
Yeah, she looks familiar.
Yeah, she's part of the Turning Point USA, and she had a talk show. And I'll just read out a quick article here. It says a conservative writer and commentator said she was fired from a radio job and accused of being racist after joking that a brown suit worn by Vice President Kamala Harris looked like a UPS uniform. And she said, "What can brown do for you?" Amber Athey, the Washington editor for The Spectator magazine's World Edition, claimed she lost her regular spot on DC talk station WMAL after she referenced the delivery giant slogan on a tweet about Harris's State of the Union attire. Can you believe that shit, bro? Can you believe that shit?
That's funny as well.
It's funny, dude. And I saw it.
She got fired, but what she said is awesome.
Yeah, but check it out. But then what's this freaking congresswoman's name? Green.
Marjorie
Taylor Greene, right? She said something, and freaking Jimmy Fallon says, "Where's Will Smith when you need him?" You know that motherfucker.
She turned him into the Capitol Police or something like that. She put charges on Kimmel. I saw that the other day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And dude, it's like he can threaten fucking violence, but nothing happens to him. But she makes a fucking joke that's actually funny. Not like the bullshit he said.
About like what she's wearing. It's attire. It's not even like an attack.
Dude, and now when I say it, when you look at the picture, you're gonna fucking laugh because she looks like a freaking chocolate M&M, bro.
Yeah.
You're like, is a signature required?
Mm-hmm.
Leave it on the porch. Just leave it on the porch.
Ooh, that whiskey bit me.
We ended up buying some of that Devil River, the one that we had at
Oh, did
Fest. Yeah, I bought some the other day. I drank like half a bottle already.
Nice.
You may have a problem.
Oh, it's a little bottle. Or, to me, it's a little.
It's a little bottle. It's got a handle on it.
No.
Right?
Yeah, it's got handlebars.
It's only a little handle.
It's just a little handle.
It's only for your finger. You know?
I can hold it with one hand. It's fine.
It's only 1 gallon.
Yeah, it's only got a little handle right here, so you can stick your finger through when you drink.
Yeah, but you gotta have a paper bag.
There you go, dude. But how about that Elon Musk character, bro? Got tired of fucking Twitter's bullshit and says, you know what? I'm gonna be the majority stockholder. Every time I see somebody talking about that, it reminds me of freaking Batman. You know,
that's what I was gonna say. I think it reminds me of Bruce Wayne. That shit.
Yep.
He's like, "Oh, you can't swim in the pool." He's like, "Oh, I'm buying this place. Rules are changing."
Exactly.
But he is just a shareholder.
He's the majority shareholder.
He's the majority shareholder. He's got more than.
Does he get a spot on the board?
He's on the board.
They put him on the board.
He gets a spot on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, they put him on the board already.
Okay.
And he's the majority shareholder. So out of everybody on the board, he owns the most.
Yeah, he has two times 51%.
As much.
Yeah, he has 2 times as much, at least two times, maybe 3 times as much as Jack Dorsey, the guy that always going in front of Congress and stuff and lying about what they do.
Big Dorsey, yeah, that guy. I know that guy.
He owns more than that dude, so you can tell that dude to shut up now.
Dude, what about that freaking Indian dude that's the CEO now? And
Google?
Of Twitter. Jack Dorsey's gone. This Indian,
he stepped down. He stepped down, didn't he?
Yeah. But this dude's the CEO, and he says that he's not concerned about the First Amendment. It's about doing what he thinks is right, you know. And it's like, you know what? The Freedom Friends were talking about this, and I agreed with him to a point because Jazz was saying that if it's a private company, fuck it, they can do what they want, and I agree with that. But then don't say that your freaking platform is free speech. It's free speech, right?
When you're controlling the speech,
right? It may make it clear that you're going to control and censor, not say that it's free speech and then start blocking people, because that's some fucking host shit
the
too.
Terms of service nobody reads and they just click yes.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But it still doesn't say that in the terms of service, though.
What?
That they're going to censor everything they say.
You?
Yeah. I mean, I know. they have their what the fuck do they call it? Their content,
They're fact checkers.
not the fact checkers. They're it goes against their platform or their content or whatever.
Their rules, their guidelines.
Right, their guidelines, right. You know, I can understand having guidelines because you just can't come up and threaten people and shit like that, free speech or not. But just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean you can fucking censor it.
You don't tell me that shit. You don't tell me that shit.
Yep.
I'll threaten you if I want.
Hey. What have I told you? Breathe, Kev. Breathe, Kevin.
Woosah.
I haven't taken any testosterone today. I'm getting weird.
Right? Dude, so Elon Musk bought into Twitter and says things are going to change. And Twitter's saying that it doesn't matter what the shareholders say. You know, they have they're going to stand by their ground, but I don't see how they can do that if he's the majority shareholder. It's that simple.
He's only got one vote on the board. You know what I mean?
But
he can also play with his stock and everything like that. He can drive the stock down. He can do a bunch of things. He can totally Bruce Wayne that shit.
Exactly. He can Bruce Wayne that shit all he wants, bro.
You could buy more stock. He could be 75, 85% shareholder.
So
now you're talking oofa.
Yeah, so tonight is the actual grand opening of Tesla in Austin. And well, actually Austin, it's that way.
Fuck Austin.
What?
Yeah, that place sucks, but the building for Tesla will probably be cool.
Oh, dude, the building is fucking. I've been watching them build it for 2 years now.
It's massive.
Oh, dude. So when I drove by today in the truck, they had a stage set up all outside and everything. And yesterday there were a shit ton of cars and construction equipment. Today everything's gone. Everything's gone. There's just a whole bunch of Teslas lined up outside. But it's by I was gonna go, but it's by invitation only. And I told Elon, but I guess he must have got my address wrong or some shit because I didn't get
the email.
Yeah.
He's too busy buying Twitter.
Yeah.
He's making a small $3.5 billion transaction. No big deal.
Dude, it'd been cool if he would sent me the $3.5 billion and sent my invitation to Twitter. That'd have been cool. That'd have been cool shit. You know? But yeah, so they're supposed to have bands going on. It's supposed to be the party of the year, man. And I was actually just gonna drive by. If I didn't have to get up at 2:45 more, I was gonna drive by because there's a spot where you can park on the highway and overlook.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna check out, see who's there, because you know Rogan's there.
Oh yeah.
You know fucking Chappelle's there. You know, freaking, and you know how many
Rogan and Elon are puffing.
Snoop Dogg.
Right, Snoop style.
Yep. And dude, I mean, like what's his face? Robert Plant lives in freaking Austin. Joey Kramer from Aerosmith lives in Austin. I mean, so many freaking stars live in Austin. Freaking McConaughey, you know, he's there puffing too. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I read an article today that was talking about fentanyl.
Ooh.
Right? That's how you say it, fentanyl?
Fentanyl, yeah.
Fentanyl. Yeah.
Fentanyl?
Yeah, whatever.
So, whatever. You can say it with your accent. Go for it.
Austin. Austin up there. Austin that way. Austin.
Yeah.
They are number 3 on the hot sheet for most what do you call them?
Fentanyl deaths?
No, overdoses.
Oh, yeah.
Overdoses. Okay.
Oh, dude.
They're calling them overdoses. They should be considering that murder.
Yeah, I agree they should, but they're stupid. Dude, I got a bet.
You know that Austin is basically California. Like they tried to give it back.
I saw all the tents over there along the river.
Bro,
Disgusting.
I got a bad story. So today I was coming back from Fort Hood, and there was traffic, a lot of traffic backed up. And I was coming, there's a part in Austin where the upper and lower level split, right? So I was coming on the upper level, and as I was coming down, and I looked over, shit ton of red and blues everywhere, red, white, and blues everywhere. I'm like, fuck, there's an accident, right? So you know me, I'm always down to check out an accident and shit. As I got closer, I'm like, oh no. Because I was seeing the freaking neon I was seeing neon across the road. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And there's a car sideways on the road, police cars everywhere, DPS, plainclothes, fire department, everything. I mean, there must have been about 45, 50 police cars, bro.
Jeez.
So as I get closer, I look, there's a freaking helmet on the roadway. There's a yellow jacket. There's miscellaneous stuff all around. And when I go past, there's a freaking police motorcycle on its side. And he got freaking nailed hard, bro. And his shit was still, I don't know if he made it or not, But we need to throw a prayer for that officer. And, and you know,
sure.
Yes, we do.
yeah. So whoever that officer was in the Austin Police Department that got hit, God bless you. We're praying for you. It was rough to see, dude. My heart started beating fast. I was like, shit, man. You know, I've been hit plenty of times, so that's how I know. And you ride, so, dude.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and I understand that they're investigating the scene, but for them to leave the bike there and the jacket where it was and the helmet, I mean, that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign.
No.
You know, but he I tell you what, the response was incredible. But that also meant that once I got past that point, the traffic opened up because it was all behind me, and I can go as fast as I want and drive in the left lane because all the cops were up in Austin. So
It's like it hooked me up in a way, but
yeah,
bad in another.
yeah. But you know, that's where they all were. So I hustled it all the way back, man.
So I broke the law after that.
Sorry, I drove in the left lane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really do that. I was just joking. But anyway,
Oh, you were going fast. I know you.
dude. So this chump that we have for a freaking president, right?
Oh my God.
Dude,
That's being nice.
That
you know, I was talking to somebody
0 to
about this
100.
today. There's bad presidents. There have been bad presidents that I can remember. Freaking Carter, Clinton, freaking Obama, Bush.
Obama.
Bush.
This one's got it beat.
You know,
Bush Jr.
Yeah, Bush Jr. Bush Sr. was a badass. You know, he wasn't perfect, but he wasn't a chump. You know, he was far from
the head of the CIA.
he got shot down in the fucking war too, you know. So, but and like I said, he wasn't perfect, but he was way better than that freaking punk kid of his, though. But Joe Biden is just a fucking idiot.
Oh, a different level of stupid.
He's just a freaking. It's not even like he's a bad president. He's just a fucking idiot, and I don't understand how he's still there. Or what? I mean, even the Democrats are embarrassed by him now. You know?
You know what? Even an idiot by now would 50-50 chance of luck would get something right by now, but he hasn't gotten one fucking thing right. Like, it's almost like he goes exactly the opposite whatever you think you should do. He's
Exactly.
like, man, close that border. Fuck no. Open it wide open. Let everybody through. Get rid of Article 42. Everybody come on in. Party over here.
Dude, my boys down on the border are saying that they can already see people staging, bro. That the traffic on the other side is just back and forth. They're camping. It's freaking. Once that May whatever hits, I don't know the date. May 23rd, I think it is. And they is it the 8th?
Lisa.
Whenever it's in May.
The latter part of May.
Whenever that day comes, man, they're just gonna flood this place. They're gonna flood this place, and it's fucking insane what is happening. Because see, like people up in
your great governor, up the ante,
right,
with shipping anybody that comes across that they find to Washington D.C. White House front stairs.
Got 900 buses lined up already.
Yep.
You know why he's doing that, right?
Is a move to make.
You know why he's doing that? Because remember Operation Lone Star, he said anybody comes across, we're going to lock them up for trespassing because, you know, we can't get them for immigration because that's a Fed shit, but we're going to get them for trespassing on private property or whatnot. Well, right. he overloaded the freaking judicial system. He had to have freaking judges come and arraign people via Zoom like we're doing this right now. You know, and he like Bracketville, Texas, the sheriff's office, he's got 4 beds. He's got 4, and that dude, my house is bigger than the sheriff's office. All right, and he's got
ship him to county.
He is the county.
Oh shit! With 4 beds.
4 beds.
Wow.
That's it. That's in
that's on a busy day. There's
Kinney County.
Occupied.
Now you have Del Rio. You have Del Rio, which
we're full.
You have Del Rio, which has Valverde County Detention Center, right? But that's another county, and that's full too. And they're avoiding Del Rio and coming across through his county because there's a lot of border patrol. Del Rio is right on the border, so they're circumventing it, coming out in his county, and he's flooded. He's deputizing civilians and ranchers.
Wow.
Oofa.
You know,
Oof.
I mean, he's overloaded. So since he flooded the system, and he had to have that's what I call satellite. He had to have satellite judges arraigning people via Zoom, right? So that's why he's doing this thing, shipping them out, because he's like, well, I know I can't keep him here because that didn't work for me last time. Let me try to get him the fuck out. But that operation that he's going, Operation Lone Star, they're running out of money too, bro. They're running all the overtime they're paying DPS and all the resources and the freaking helicopter fuel and everything. It's just freaking insane, bro. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll send some if some suck-ass judge doesn't come up and block it. But
Right.
But he ain't going to be able to do 900 buses. State can't afford that.
We have 3 states suing the federal government or the administration.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So more states grow the balls to take on the Fed,
Dude,
the better.
Missouri is kicking ass right now too, man. The attorney general over there, because they're getting a lot of dope and a lot of illegals and a lot of crime surging in Missouri. So and you know, every state is a border state. You know, people up in New York, are, I don't want to say they're stupid, but they're stupid, you know, because they keep electing these freaking people like Eric Adams. You know, Eric Adams, they freaking de Blasio is finally gone, but now they got fucking Adams. When they could have had Curtis Lewa that would clean up the fucking city like he did back in the 70s and 80s.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they
Even
think, bro.
Adams, they were showing Adams too. Like he's making it to what kids and people have to wear masks still, and they showed him out partying with like freaking some celebrities just within the last week.
Kids
just hanging out with no mask.
Kids and people have to wear masks, but if you're an athlete or a celebrity or something like that, you don't have to because of the performing arts rule or whatnot. So the elite doesn't have to wear. So the elite doesn't have to wear fucking masks, but everybody else does because, you know, we're not in that status.
Yeah, those common people. Oh, mask those common people, please. I can't bear to look at their faces.
The help. Send the help away.
Exactly. Send the help away. You ain't kidding. That's exactly what's happening, man. But, you know, this president, man, the first day, freaking ended the pipeline. His fucking 23-something executive orders. I mean, you couldn't
Mexico.
You couldn't
remain in Mexico.
Exactly. You couldn't fuck up a country faster if you tried. You know, from where we were, you couldn't fuck up a country and he's not even trying. He thinks he's doing the right thing. That's the scary part.
Oh man.
You know,
already they said this year alone, not even counting like last year or whatever, but this year alone, we're already at like 1 million people have come across the border.
Yep.
Not counting getaways.
Yeah.
The hundreds of thousands of getaways. It's like, dude.
Yep. For sure, man.
Literally just,
you know, and
us.
And then they're still going after Trump and they're still going after Ivanka and Don Jr. and all that shit. Dude, those kids are scholars compared to that fucking crackhead of a kid he's got.
Yeah.
You know?
But what about Hunter Biden's laptop being in possession in December of 2019, and now everybody's finally picking it up and saying this thing's real, it's legit? Like,
bro, the left is starting to shift a little bit because they
Well, they can't not freaking report on some of the stuff because it's coming to light. Like it's gonna happen.
Everything's coming to light, but they're like, we can't bullshit anymore. You know, we can't bullshit anymore, and their ratings are so low, and everything right now is so fucked up that they're just like, you know what? Maybe we did fuck up. You know?
Yeah.
And they're just starting to admit the truth. I mean, people. Who was I talking to yesterday? I said this. I was talking to a guy up in Canada, and my buddy TJ DiStefano, man, kickboxer 762. You got it, baby. That's my Canadian brother up there, man. Jester, this guy, Ashish Majors. Ashish Majors. That's my homeboy too. But he wears a tutu, so I put him off to the side.
What was that? That was a rough night, huh?
Dude, I don't know. I haven't been commenting. I wasn't there. But you remember when he was on the show, bro? You know, he was talking, he was, Canadian infantry. I was like, that equals our Girl Scouts. He goes, your Girl Scouts wish they were as tough as us. I was like, you wish you were as tough as our Girl Scouts. Next thing I know, motherfucker's in a tutu and a onesie.
Hey, he was in multiple outfits.
Yes.
That
So,
was his urban
anyway,
camouflage to blend in.
I
blend in
digress.
with unbinary transgender people.
We are going to bring him
mixed
back.
well with that medication.
We're going to bring him back and speak about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have questions.
We shall
Ask
speak
questions.
about this. You know.
Put him on the hot seat.
Oh
Gary
yeah,
Brugman.
dude. I will come up and I will load up the pictures. I'll be like, dude, explain this to me. Start explaining, Lucy. You know.
Why are you dancing on the table in a tutu?
That's a lie. You are the person in this photograph.
Right. But yeah, man. But this freaking Hunter Biden, dude, and that's why Ukraine is fucked right now. Because personally, I don't know what to think.
Cover up.
I don't know what to think about what's going on over there because I've always known that the Ukraine government is dirty as fuck. Now, but I know a lot of Ukrainian people that are fucking awesome. All right.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of
drivers.
Ukrainian people that are fucking awesome. My mom's friend Lara, she was our banker. She used to take my mom to go get her groceries and all that stuff, and always loved hanging out with my mom. Brought my mom flowers when she lived in the apartment by herself and stuff. Always checking up on her. So, her and her parents, obviously, they're Russian. They're from Russia, but she's been here like 30 years, and they lived in Ukraine. And when this whole thing happened, they were gone. She couldn't get hold of them. The power was out. There was one time when her mom got a little bit of cell service and called her, and she let me know. She goes, Gary, I talked to my mom. She's okay, but I can't talk to her anymore because, the service is gone. So somehow they managed to contract some people. They found them, and they finally got them to San Antonio last Monday. I posted that video on my Instagram and my Facebook, so you can go.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
Nice.
they're here now, and I've met her
Excellent.
parents, and her dad was a freaking Russian army officer, and he gave me some Russian shoulder pads, and I would
Shoulder boards.
the shoulder boards. Yeah, I would personally throw them out right now if it wasn't him that had given them to me, because
Right.
it's so not for nothing, man. I was
Never
never.
like doormen wear.
Yeah,
Doormen wear
the
those,
shoulder
right?
boards. Yeah, the shoulder boards. Yeah. So I was over. I know Russia was the enemy, or has always been the enemy, and everything. But I always thought Putin was a bad motherfucker. You know what I mean? I always thought
I agree.
Putin was bad because he didn't take no shit from nobody.
I could agree with that statement.
And like I said, I don't agree with the Ukrainian government because I think they're fucking dirty with everything they've got going on with Hunter Biden and all that shit, and Joe Biden and all the Biden crime family, Biden Inc., whatever the fuck. All right. But what they've done to the country of Ukraine and the people, and especially these findings that they're doing now with people being tied down, executed, raped, and pillaged, and kids killed execution style, shallow graves, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're not doing anything about it, because, last thing I want is another fucking war. That's the last thing anybody wants in this country is another fucking war, right? But you can't freaking let people die like that, And the reason we're not doing anything is because both those countries have way too much shit on our commander-in-chief.
Do you know how much money they shipped over the Ukraine? They sent them billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm. Well, forget about
We're
this.
helping our technology. They're using our technology. They use the javelin.
Yeah. Stingers.
Well, but why didn't we let them have the planes? That's what they needed. Yeah,
we can't have
Planes
them.
are expensive, man. We left all that shit in fucking Afghanistan.
Well,
Sorry, right?
let's not even get into that one. That was episode 72. Let's not even get into that one. But yeah, no, but the thing, but we're not the world police. But we can't, and I'm not saying we need to go get in it, but we can be doing more than what we are. And the reason we're not is because both countries, both Russia and Ukraine, have dirt on the Bidens.
But isn't that what the UN is for? Isn't the UN supposed to go in there and
The
handle this
UN
shit?
ain't gonna do shit, dude.
UN doesn't do anything.
Well, why do we have to? We pay the UN.
Dude, the UN don't do shit.
Send them in, UN. Send the UN in. What the fuck's going on in Ukraine?
Dude, the
Go
UN
figure
ain't
it
gonna
out.
The UN are a bunch of fucking idiots that are fucking a bunch of political fucking hacks that all they do is collect fucking money and don't do shit.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
another
believe.
bottomless waste pit of money.
I cannot believe that you're a member of the United Nations and you have two nations that are sparring off, and it's okay for a third nation to jump in before the UN? Fuck that. UN, where your balls, man?
The UN ain't gonna do anything. They never have. You know, the only time the UN does something is when it works in their favor. You know,
yeah,
in Haiti.
It's usually when America has to interfere first, and then the UN might get involved.
Hey, the UN was in Haiti, and we know what happened in Haiti. They were taking children out, they were taking money out, they were hiding resources.
I mean, it's just a bunch of bullshit. That's why I don't even care. I think the UN should actually be disbanded. That's my own fucking opinion.
Agreed.
For nothing.
You know, because they're absolutely useless. You know,
agreed.
They're absolutely useless. You know,
and we always seem to kick in the most money out of every nation in the UN.
Well, now, but when not when Trump was around, Trump was
that's
like,
taxpayer money.
Yeah,
that's not federal government money.
Yeah, but the difference is because Trump threatened the freaking UN, says y'all need to freaking step up, or I will kick your asses out of the United States.
Yeah, how come this one's not paying their share? How come that one's not paying their share? He called them right out.
Yep.
And as soon as Biden got back in charge, he fucking injected us all back into that shit immediately.
Yep.
I remember
World Health Organization. Let me just give you massive amounts of money that you guys can waste and put us back in the UN, kissing everybody's butt.
Let's not even start with fucking what's happening with Iran. You know, giving the enemy nuclear weapons and trying to bring that freaking Iran nuclear deal back up. And who do we have brokering the deal? Russia. I mean, you know, I mean, my head's exploding right now. I mean, it just doesn't make right now, fucking but I need you to sense.
Negotiate for me.
You know,
right?
But dude, let's go on and get rid of these politics because I'm starting to get fired up and it's pissing me off. So,
you seem a little jittery tonight.
The new the vote that they had 53 or 47 for Jumanji Jackson Brown. Jumanji Jackson Brown.
Is it like the fucking movie? Is it like the movie you get stuck in that fucking game?
Yeah, we're stuck in something.
You're like, you cheated, go back to the beginning and start over.
Dude, she would have been appointed anyway, but you know, you had three freaking conservatives. Republicans. Romney, that knucklehead out of freaking Alaska, and Kipzinger, whatever the fuck his name is, that other fucking shithead. Yeah. So they voted in favor. So that brought it 53 to 47 when it could have been 50-50, and she would have been appointed anyway because Kamala would have had to break that tie, which she would have voted for her. But still, why? You know,
they're undercover Democrats.
That's what it is, dude. That's what it is. They're rhinos. You know, Republicans in name only. They're pieces of shit that they have no loyalty. And I know for a fact because people in Alaska are very conservative. People in Utah, for the most part, are conservative. All right? They're not going to freaking vote that way. But these people think it's their vote and not their constituents.
Right.
You know, so anyway. You know, but Lindsey Graham voted against her even though he voted for her. And last time, Romney didn't vote for her and voted for her now.
Yes.
So I can understand.
Correct.
Flip-flop.
I can understand why Lindsey Graham said no, because you know what? I feel she was, you know, had the qualifications to fill the seat of the federal judge, but I don't feel she, with the decisions that she's made since she's been a judge, should be on the Supreme Court. So he voted no. But how would you vote no for somebody becoming a judge, and then after the decisions they made, say yes when the decisions they made are letting pedophiles off on easy sentences and doing all the shit that she did and lightening sentences for criminals, and then you vote yes for this?
What's your definition of a woman?
Yeah.
I can't give you one. Sorry.
I'm not a biologist, is what she said.
Dude.
Yeah.
Which is funny because, you know, I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look.
Exactly.
Hey, let me see what's going on down there.
It's like, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to tie this rope to this board, okay?
Yeah, right? You know, I mean, I'm not a school teacher, but look at Kindergarten Cop. It said it right there. You know? I mean, dude, her answers were just so fucking stupid, man.
Hell yeah.
Didn't she try to show leniency on some guy? I remember it was a specific case. I don't think it was the sex offender one, but it was a drug-related charge, and she ended up like commuting the guy's sentence or something like that.
Yeah.
Like after she'd already sentenced him to so many years under the actual law was, and then later on she brought him back because of like a new change that they made.
Right.
And then she showed him leniency and like let him go after knowing the dude was a career criminal. And it's like, why do you think it's okay to let a guy out like on some leniency when he showed a pattern of bad stuff? It's like, dude.
I saw a case that she handled that was they brought up during the questioning that when she sentenced the guy, she sentenced him to half the time that he should have been sentenced to.
Yeah. I think that might have been the one.
Yeah, the guy got half the sentence. You know.
Like it was something like he was going to get something crazy like 25 years, and she dropped it down to like 10 or 11 or something like that. You know?
And I think it was like an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old that I can't even say it, man. It makes me sick.
Yeah, I know. It's
angry
fucking
just
disgusting
thinking about it.
You know?
It makes my name come true.
Dude, I got a bunch of friends that have been putting out kill your local pedophile freaking gear on their freaking web pages, dude. And
pedophiles and heroin dealers.
Yep, exactly. You know,
that's the kind of stuff I'd want to say is like, realistically, as an American, how I feel. Like if they don't end up getting like some of these laws straight and they keep letting some of this stuff rampant, you will see people start shooting other people in the street because the law's not taking care of it because they're banning it. Like people will freak out.
So where was that, TJ? Some dude put a flashbang in his freaking truck because his truck's been broken into 8 times.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
His truck's been broken into 8 times, and you see a car pull up, and the guy comes up, looks at the truck, like he knew the truck, smashed the window, was trying to get in, and the guy rigged it with a flashbang, and all of a sudden, boom! The guy falls out of the truck, and the cop...
Whether he opened up the center console or touched something,
the
boom,
flashbang
went off.
But I bet you they probably tried to prosecute the freaking guy that was protecting his vehicle.
Yep, for putting an explosive device in his vehicle.
Yep.
I'd have been like, you know how backwards the country is becoming? So
it is.
Like, it's okay for a criminal to smash my window.
Yeah.
8 times.
Because your life's not in danger.
Right.
His wasn't in danger either until he got into my car.
I mean, brother, look at me. I pushed the guy on the ground. Pushed the guy on the...
exactly.
I pushed the guy on the ground, went to prison for 2 years. 27 months. It's fucking insane. You know?
And you got regular town cops and sheriffs who use extreme physical... you know, with prejudice, and that's just the way they do their job. But you push them down. But Donald Trump hooked you up, right, homeboy?
Yep, that's for sure. That's for sure. But for the record, I haven't seen anybody do anything with extreme prejudice. I mean, you know, there've been some rough cops and all that stuff, but I have yet to see a cop. And I'm not saying they're not out there, but I have yet to see a cop that does something because of somebody's skin color. Now, cop, I understand if somebody's a freaking career criminal and does something really heinous and they put a beating on his ass. I get that. But, you know, that's just, you know, even though I'm not condoning it, but that's freaking human nature to freaking do the right thing.
Right. You're around some of that
but
stuff,
what I'm talking about,
just...
what I'm talking about are these motherfucking people that come up and freaking assault and rape and hurt people, and then they get let off scot-free. You know, like that motherfucker that ran through all the people at the Christmas parade in Wisconsin. All right, and he was running away from a crime he had just committed. All right, but he gets to walk, and he's been arrested fucking 6 times already. He's
out of jail.
Right.
See, that's when my opinion, my angry opinion, I get myself in trouble. I was like, that's the kind of guy I think you just walk up and you don't need to even judge it no more. It's over. You've done so many bad things that you've forfeited.
But again,
bring the death penalty back and let's enforce it.
Exactly. See, they should have extreme consequences. If you want to do something crazy like that,
dude, this isn't Russia. That's what makes us different.
If we have you on the books for 30 years committing crimes, raping, robbing, armed robbery, you know, Grand Theft Auto.
You're still not the judge or the executioner. You're the enforcement officer.
No, I'm not saying that I would be doing that myself personally. But
I'm saying those are the people
Oh, yeah,
that we do
no,
not
it's-
want in society.
Oh yeah, no, but what I'm saying is in a real world, and if there was one I created, hell yeah, that he needed killing rule. Well, why'd you kill him? Well, Your Honor, he needed killing. Case dismissed. You know, but you know that's the way it was. Not anymore. You know, not anymore.
No,
But
no, innocent till proven guilty.
yep, yeah, no, this is. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. The whole
I've seen extreme prejudice. You know, being in the hood back home and being on scenes with the fire truck, and you know, somebody in the crowd got a little mouthy or whatever, and yeah, man, I've seen them tune him right up with extreme prejudice. You know, but you're also subject to where you're also subject to where you work. So if all you deal with is Spanish people, there's likelihood that you're gonna, you know, take a Spanish person down hard.
No,
if he's resisting.
I work with Spanish people.
If you work in a black neighborhood, there's probably going to be a chance that you're going to have to take somebody down hard for resisting.
Dude,
if you work in a white neighborhood, you're going to catch white people and you're going to bring them down.
That's going to happen whatever neighborhood you work in when you're a law enforcement officer. It doesn't matter. You work in fucking Beverly Hills. You're going to take a rich person down too. It doesn't fucking matter.
And you become a product of your environment as well. Like if you're freaking in a hostile situation all the time, you're going to, in kind, return hostility because that's what you're used to getting every day. I mean, we'd like to think we're above it, but if you have somebody spitting on you and trying to throw shit at you every day, cursing at you, and always being confrontational, like no matter what, even when you're trying to just talk to them, your limits as a human are going to get withered down like day after day. I mean,
you're hearing about cops being killed every day.
Yeah, and then you know that like cops, like when they were getting set up and they had 911 calls, they'd show up and then they ambushed them and shoot all the cops. It's like, dude, why would you not be on edge when you go out and have to deal with people?
Being on edge is one thing, but not doing your job the way you're supposed to is another. All right, because there's a thing called, and I live by it real well. It's called integrity, and that's doing the right thing even though nobody's looking. All right. And I'll be straight up with you. You know, I had a dude push a freaking 16-year-old girl out of a freaking car one time when he was trying to bail out. Pushed her straight up. He was driving and he bailed the vehicle out through a fence. While the vehicle was moving, pushed a 16-year-old girl out of the passenger seat, right? And ran out the passenger door, right? So I gave chase to him. And we ran through the brush. He came to a residential area, and there was a freaking Rottweiler about to bite his fucking ass, right? So I rolled up and I freaking drew down on him, and I was like, "Don't move, in Spanish. Don't move, motherfucker. I'll put a bullet in your ass." Right? So motherfucker put his hands up like I told him to, but dumbass me, being the new agent that I was, put his hands up. I was like, "Okay." I holstered my weapon. That motherfucker charged me. He charged my ass. And I couldn't get my gun back in time. So I put my hand out and his throat ran right into my hand. And as I grabbed him, I kind of tripped back onto one knee and I picked him up and half a body slammed him on the ground.
Fireman carry.
Yeah. Oh no, he was feet up in the air. I freaking slammed him on the freaking ground.
Nice.
And then got him in the freaking headlock and I was about to freaking choke his ass out until he tapped out on my ass.
Say goodnight, sweetheart. Say goodnight.
Then I freaking
now all of a sudden you want mercy when you're just attacking me.
Right. So
I like oxygen.
Oh no more.
So I rolled him
police officer, no more.
I rolled him over face first into the freaking dirt and cuffed him up. All right. But once I was done, all right, the force was over. I didn't tweak his ass after that. I don't do that. You know,
right?
And there's guys that do. They're just,
and I'm sure they're out there. I never seen them in my 16 years of law enforcement. Never seen one that would do something like that. I'm not saying they're not out there.
Right.
Okay. So.
Right. Agreed.
I'm just saying I can understand that, like at a point, certain people would get to that point because it's like if you're getting beat up or harassed,
job burns you, man.
Like like it wears on you.
Then you need to leave the job.
No, I understand that too, but I'm just saying, like, it's it's in the human psyche that eventually something like that might
course.
be a tipping point, or a one time where you have a bad day and you explode or something. You know what I mean? I can
Yelling at
understand that.
everybody. Yep.
Yeah, you can understand that because it's finally.
See, you can do that in regular jobs. You can't do that in law enforcement. That's a whole difference.
I understand that, and it could cost you your job. But I'm just saying I can understand.
Right.
If it got to that point, you know what I mean? When you see it happen, it's not
that
cool
you
when you're on the
condone
receiving.
it.
Yeah,
Bro.
not that I condone it. I'm just saying I can understand how you could get to that point. Because if you're around all that negative crap all the time, dude, you're just...
Did y'all see that Tacoma police officer that just quit his job because of all the bullshit that's going on? He put a message out there to the Capitol police officers, and this was his last day. He said he resigned. His last day on patrol. He went out there and told all them pussy ass Capitol police officers that are like, I was so scared, and he told me, he goes, you know what? If you're not going to do the job with integrity and do it the way you swore in to do it, get the fuck off the job. Plain and simple. And because of everything that's been happening, he resigned from the job because of those reasons that you just said, Kev. It's not worth it to him anymore.
Yeah,
it's not worth it to him.
Because you're putting
Border Patrol
like
agents. Border Patrol agents
are in harm's way.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Border Patrol agents are retiring in droves because they're done with this bullshit.
I don't blame them one bit right now. They're being shit on. They're being shit on right now. Like, I feel bad for probably Border Patrol probably more than I do like other regular cops right now because they're constantly in the freaking news or whatever and being like the horseback guys, like with the
the horse patrol,
mounted divisions, right?
That's so twisting things. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just like, wow, you know. I don't know. Wow.
You know, me. Like what happened to me.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, dude,
100%.
it's just been freaking.
Well, that's how I worry about freaking Patty's son every day too.
Yeah. But dude,
he's
again
over there every day in crazy stuff in LA.
But again, he seems, I've been following him on Instagram. He seems like he's a really good cop, man.
Yeah,
he's a really good cop. Well, he's a chippy, so he's a traffic officer.
he plays on the freeway where metal is moving past you at fast paces.
That's him in his cute little khaki uniform.
yeah. He needs to be in the motorcycle division so he can have those knee-high boots.
Yeah,
you know, South Carolina State Police, they don't acknowledge fellow MOSs.
Oh, really?
Yep. No professional courtesy whatsoever.
How do you know this?
Well, they pulled me over. They said I was going 105 in the 45.
Were you?
I was going fast. I don't know how fast I was going because I'm looking ahead of me. I goosed it coming, getting to an intersection. Truck next to me slammed on his brakes. I said, screw it. I'm not hanging around to see what happens. I goosed it, got through the intersection, came up to some cars, slowed down, looked in my mirror, and there were the blues.
It's always the worst feeling when you see those guys in the mirror.
It was two cars.
Yeah.
They must have thought I was going to run or something. I'm too old for that bullshit.
Yeah, that's what they do on motorcycles. They run.
I got more time in my life to go to court, so
right.
I'll take the ticket and
give
survive.
Give me the ticket, please.
That's it. But I know quite a few good South Carolina troopers up north and some city cops out there too. And again, good cops. I'm not saying they're not out there because they're everywhere. I mean, in the years that I was a Border Patrol agent, I only saw, other than myself, that went down. But I only saw one corrupt Fed, and he wasn't even. It was before 9/11, so he was actually a immigration inspector.
Oh.
So, yeah, remember those white shirts that used to have the Statue of Liberty patches? They were immigration inspectors that worked at the ports of entry. He was one of those. And
okay.
And those guys and customs worked together at the port letting cars through, right? And he was letting loads through. And they were watching him. They watched him for over 125 loads, bro. They watched him. I'm like,
That's a heavy case.
I'm like, all you need is 2, to establish. But no, 125 cases, right? And this dude,
wow,
we were having a surge back then in the late 90s after Hurricane Mitch, and we were freaking flooded. And they had to bring these immigration inspectors to process at our station, right? So I was going out one time, and I had my freaking camo jacket and my freaking M4 and stuff, and this motherfucker's like, that's it. That's the reason I want to be Border Patrol right there. That's the reason. I was like, well, if this is the reason, then you need to stay an immigration inspector, motherfucker. Right? And eventually, like a year later, he got busted. So, but that's the one person I saw, and it wasn't for tuning people up. It was the freaking money.
Yep.
It was the money.
corruption.
It was the corruption, you know? But like I said, I know what you're talking about, TJ. I grew up in New York City. You know, again, I have yet to see a truly racist cop. You know, I grew up in New York City, so, you know, back then, when you got into a fight on the corner, cops came running from all over the blocks. They were beat cops. They wanted to fight too, you know? So, you know, they wanted to fight too. If you got into a bar fight and the freaking leather jackets with the badges started coming in, shit, you better hit them hard or give up, one of the two. Because back then
You're getting cracked with that stick.
With the Coca-Cola,
Coca-Cola,
bro. Yep. Or the freaking slapstick. Remember the slapstick, the one that they kept in their pants pocket? It was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What they call that? Oh fuck.
It was a slapstick. That's what they called it.
Slapjack.
Yeah.
A blackjack?
A slapjack.
Slapjack.
Yep.
Yeah. Slapjack. It had lead inside the.
Yep.
the
It had lead.
pouch.
You slid your hand in it and wham, fuckers hurt, bro.
Just smack somebody. You have it in your hand. Just smack somebody. Bang, anywhere on their head.
Yep.
You're knocking them down.
Yep. So, but back then they wanted a piece of it too. And if you hit a cop a couple of times back then, he'd kick your ass, throw your ass in the clink for the day, send your ass home in the morning. You know, if you and your buddies actually fucked up a cop and broke his nose and fucked him up, man, the next day there'd be 5 fucking police cars full of cops just driving through the projects, bro. And they were beat cops, so they knew who they were looking for, and they drive right past you, and they keep going, and about 10, 15 minutes, you see old fucking Leroy hauling ass through the projects with like 30 cops after his ass. Dude, it was crazy growing up in the city, bro. But you know, we got Fiesta going on here in Texas right now, in San Antonio. 11 days of partying. We're on day 8. Dude, they got parties. Fiesta. It's kind of like a Mardi Gras, but it lasts 12 days.
And what city hosts it?
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Okay, down the Riverwalk.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
It's all over.
It's downtown. Wow. They got parades at different times of the day. They got different events like tonight's Nyosa and the Coronation, which is happening in the Dominion, and the Taste of the North Side is tonight too. So they'll do just parties everywhere, bro. But I used to party hard at those things back, you know, when I first got here, when I first got out the joint.
Right.
I'm too old for that shit now, dude. I sit here and talk to you guys and have a bourbon.
Like the Bordy Barn.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been to the Bordy Barn out in the Hamptons on Long Island?
Mm-mm. Have not.
Oh, it's all tap beer.
Where is this?
This is out in the Hamptons.
Mm-mm. Dude, remember, I left New York 24 years ago.
Oh, this place has been there for 20, 30 years.
Dude, so
it finally closed last year.
No shit.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Yeah.
He said good.
Fuck New York. TJ's always bringing up New York. I'm like, fuck New York, dude.
You go to the Bordy Barn with the mission of getting totally.
I used to go to the OBI, bro.
Yo, the OBI, bro. And they used to shoot the cannons and shit.
Yep. Dude, you know, I went there one time and they wouldn't let me in because I was wearing Timberlands.
Yeah.
And
they didn't
but
want
you could
that
go
there.
in Chucks and Chucks and Nikes, but I couldn't wear fucking Timberland. Like, you can't come in here in work boots. I'm like, he's wearing sneakers. He goes, yeah, those are sneakers. They're not work boots. And they were clean.
Yeah.
They weren't like dirty. They were clean Timberlands.
Yeah, that's the way we used to wear our Timbs back then, right?
Yep.
All polished up, ready for the Brentwood stomp.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Dude, so I was talking to a buddy of mine today. This is going to crack you up. We got 2 minutes left, bro, but this is going to crack you up. I drove trucks with him, and he's from Louisiana. So he's got that little Louisiana tang, you know? So he be talking and stuff, right? And he's telling me how he brings loads from shore to shore, from California to New York, right? He goes, yeah, man, I go over to George Washington, and I hit that Long Island Expressway, and I head out to Hosh Posh.
Hosh Posh.
Hosh Posh. I was like, Hosh Posh? He goes, yeah, Hosh
Hop
Hop Hog. He goes, is that how you say it? Hop Hog? We call it Hosh Posh. I said, dude, it's Hop Hog.
Is it Comac?
Yeah,
no,
right.
It's Comac.
Yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, man. I want to thank y'all for being here with me today. You know what time it is,
that's
right?
a wrap?
That's
Ooh.
dude, 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yep.
You've reached your limit.
Oh, no. Well, that concludes this episode of the Gary Brugman Podcast. Please like and subscribe on social media. I'm your man's Big Daddy Ruffneck saying stay frosty and always watch your six.
Damn straight, everybody. I want to thank everybody for spending another hour with us here today. Thank you to my soldiers at Fort Hood, all my homeboys at Fort Hood for taking care of me this week. It's been awesome. I want to thank all my people out there that have been listening to me. Episode 100's coming up. We got to figure out what we're going to do. So, good night, everybody. Stay safe, stay vigilant, be savage. God bless y'all. God bless Texas. God bless America. Catch y'all later. Peace.